Welcome to Living Love, a podcast about how to live a heart-centered life. My name is Victoria Price, and this is episode 14, The 4 Components of Practice. To fully reap the blessings of heart-centered love practice, it'll really help you to understand the 4 components of practice. Daily, deliberate, conscious, committed. We need to honor each and every one of these in all our love practices. So let's go through them. Daily. Studies show that whatever we prioritize in our lives not only shifts to the top of our to-do lists, but also becomes the lens through which we experience everything. What we make a habit becomes a habit. If we habitually choose fear, then fear is what we'll habitually feel. This is why it's important to make a daily commitment to heart-centered love practice. We have to make a habit of living love. Deliberate. The word deliberate means intentional, which comes, interestingly enough, from the Latin word for stretching. That's how I like to think of practice, as the stretches we have to do in our souls in order to keep ourselves limber in love. Fear constricts. Love expands. To deliberately practice love every day keeps fear at bay. Conscious. It's not enough to practice. To be conscious means to be present. If you're doing a heart-centered love practice, but you're thinking about all the things you have to do next, then you're not present. This is why I try to check in with my heart at least 3 times during my practices. And finally, committed. This word makes so many of us nervous because it connotes pressure, obligation, duty. Try thinking of it this way instead. Every day we're bombarded by fears. So if we don't commit to practicing love, we'll just slide back into fear without even knowing it. Love is reflected in the practice of love. In other words, when we commit to love, love reminds us that love has never not been committed to us. Daily, deliberate, conscious, committed. In each of your living love practices, circle back to these descriptions and try to bring these qualities to each heart-centered practice. When you do, when you deliberately and consciously commit to live love every day, you won't believe how amazing it feels. Well, thanks for listening today. We've reached the end of Chapter 1 of my book, Living Love, which means this is the end of Season 2. From here on out, we'll be working our way through the 12 heart-centered practices in the book. So, stay tuned for Season 3, and let's get rolling with your daily, deliberate, conscious, and committed practice of joy.